That's, that's I'm still banned from the chat over there on that other channel that just I think he just finished. He was finishing, so and it wouldn't let me make the comment because he was mentioning Timothy Bottoms and the Bottoms and all that, and it's like when I was in high school, when I was 15, 16 years old, I worked for Jim Bottoms, their father. Yeah. I was, he had an appliance company. When I was in high school, so a couple people have joined in now. So, yeah, when I was in high school, I was just saying, four, I let a couple more join in so I don't have to repeat it 4 times, 8 times. Uh, Anyhow, well, one left. We were up to four. Oh, there we're back to four. But Toby was just on his channel. He was talking about Timothy Bottoms. I When I was in high school, I worked for Jim Bottoms, Timothy Bottoms' father. I worked for him. He had a Tri-City Appliance Company in Fremont, California, and I moved washers and dryers and stuff. He was the Maytag man. Timothy Bottoms, his father was the Maytag man, and I was his teenage employee. And he used to. I remember he had me take a load of stuff in his old. He had a '66 Ford pickup, and I took it to the dump and I was 16, 17. And you spin the tires a little at the dump, whatever. And somehow somebody told on me. They knew him that well. There's so Timothy Bottoms, who Toby was just talking about. I work for his dad. I work for his father in California, Fremont, California. He's from my hometown. Yeah, Timothy Bottoms is from Fremont, or at least his father lived in Fremont. I assume that he was from the same place as his father. Oh, and I got my new lens, so I can. I went out. I got right after I got the lens, went and got some more pictures and found some awesome a spot that I'd been to with my phone and couldn't zoom in enough, or at least get any clarity when you zoom in, and found some more amazing stuff. I can. Yeah, people just don't take the number of pictures I do, and they're unable to see the stuff. But that was funny that he mentioned Timothy Bottoms, and I work for Timothy Bottoms' father. He had an appliance. He was the Maytag man, and I don't know whose yard. I probably shoveled the dog poop out of his son's backyard. Yeah. Gay porn. Timothy Bottoms. No, that's his real name. Bottoms is his real name. As I work for his dad. It was his real name, wasn't something made up. Because if it was made up, his dad would have had a different name. And he had a place over on the other side of the hill, over near Walnut Creek or something, somewhere over there. And we had gone over, and he had an old like '36 Chevy 4-door, sedan with like a big old upside down bathtub. um, but yeah, and yeah, I know some things about the Bottoms. Sounds like it could. Sand was good. Well, no, I'm alive. I only my test only had one little 2 millimeter polyp that they removed, and I haven't heard what any results of it being tested. but it was so small and only one that um, it's a lot better than the time before. And my stomach looked like porcelain. There wasn't no marks. It was just like a white screen with a hole in it. You know, like wow. Or it was more kind of a white pinkish color. That's why Pepto Bismol's pink, so it blends in, right? But they found a mammoth up there. Who found a mammoth up where? A mammoth up the bottoms. Uh, but you know, when you're playing cards, if you're playing cards, like there's four cards. Happiness is the pot. Fate deal you four cards and a joker, and you play whether you like it or not. In card games, he's got a card up his sleeve. He's got a card up his sleeve. Where's the sleeve? Right here is the sleeve. Okay, that's the sleeve. This is called a sleeve or a dust jacket. What else might you call it? A cover. You might call it a book cover, a dust jacket, book cover. You know what I mean? You got to think of the other words things are called. It's creative to have thought of that. Yeah. And right here, it tells you what it's about. To help celebrate the thrill of a breathtaking discovery. And he's not talking about the treasure chest. He's fooled you. He hasn't fooled me. A breathtaking discovery. The poem was designed to lead to these ruins I've found. And if you found Moses, you look down at your feet, you're done. But Terry Scant, you keep collecting the picture stuff. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to show in the book. But you see that thing on the cover? That's one of these stone, and it's like I think it's a woman with her arm like this and her head like that. Lean back on the edge of the cliff, with their heads kind of laying on the top edge, because they leave their like dead bodies laying all over the place here. I can show you that picture. Let's see. Get rid of those Facebook notifications covering up my buttons. You see her? Got legs. Ping! Yeah, ring the bell. Ring the bell. Loudly. I'm telling everybody, it's ringing the bell, letting them know that I found the trove. We just got to wait for the title, Since he covets things, the title doesn't come till later. Yeah. Yeah, that Vegas stuff, man. That's just amazing there. See, you see, the legs are clear, Here's a leg, the body, the head, the arm, the bent elbow there, the other arm coming down. Oop. Come on, don't do that to me. What was that? I didn't ask for that. There. Turn that off. So, what do we got there? Oh yeah, I made this today. Word that is key. Guru. Yeah, the guru is key. Uh, because the guru knew where, quote, where. Where does he mention where in his books? Where he mentions where Moses received the Ten Commandments at the burning bush, halfway up the cliff, where his airplane crashed into the side, halfway up the side of the cliff. Wow, I still got this on. I had an MRI yesterday. My right shoulder, and I go see the ortho doctor Tuesday, and he's probably gonna after that put in for shoulder surgery for my right shoulder. Yeah, I had my left shoulder MRI yesterday, but I had the right one done a week ago, and I didn't have anybody to check me out of the hospital after my thing. That I got. I tell people I pulled the Murdoch. A lot of people aren't old enough to know who Murdoch was, or what would be pulling a Murdoch. You know, and I'm referring to a hospital. You know, yeah. So anybody got a clue who Murdoch was? You know who Mr. F was, and keyword is cease. Yeah, yeah. If you've been your quest to cease, you've found it. But go around and collect all the bananas you can. After you find the blaze, and collect all the other blazes. Start collecting the other blazes and stuff. You know. The keyword is broke. Yeah, I don't see people that are planning on. I know people. Some people say, "Oh, I'm going out there. I'm going to hunt this week." I was like, I usually don't get snow here, but there's about 4 inches of snow here. I drove out, pulled out onto my street. There were no tracks on it, nothing, and I just got a little Chevy Sonic, you know, and at least it's front wheel drive, and I got brand new tires on Tuesday. So I didn't have any trouble on the snow. Went down my street, made the first tracks on my street, and there were some at the end of the street at the next street because that one just kind of runs along the railroad. And because I got propane for my heater bottle inside, and I got another propane bottle that I have as an auxiliary tank because I don't. The main tank on the RV is empty, and so I have a thing I can just hook up other tanks, and I don't have to drive the RV anywhere to fill it up. If I could get a propane truck to come by here, ocean of snow. Yeah, it's just snow. It started snowing last night. No wind or anything, but it's like 23 degrees right now, and you don't hear my heater. You see it glowing because it's 62 degrees inside. I turn the heater on, and when it's like over 20, I can get it up to like 65 in here. And once I get to 65, I turn the heater off until it gets down to 58. Then I turn the heater back on. And I'm feeling a cold breeze. I got the vents all taped off, and the ones on the ceiling all closed because this thing has like central air. If I had a good power source, I could be running the furnace instead. My that new generator I got's doing really good. Please touch reference in North Platte, Nebraska. I think I'll help you. 3 acres in the farm, one in the book. one in many acres in the book, and select the reorder. It's going to make my brain microwave itself. Yeah, some of the numbers. There's one number he's mentioned that that I know what that really. I know how to translate it because it comes out right where right where Moses is. It comes out exactly. There's a couple of references to just about exactly where Moses is. So he's given out multiple ways. There's really different ways to get there. If you're like, you might miss it, but you can get back on track and all that. But it gets to it. But it's because his will is mentioned twice in the poem, and he tried to hide it one time. Tried to hide his will in the beginning of the poem, but his will comes out in the second half of the poem. He hints at a will in the first part of the poem, and then it comes out. Right? There'll be no paddle up your creek. That's in the first half of the poem. Yep. So he's hinting at his will here, where there will be. There'll be. It's kind of hidden there, but he brings out the will in the last stanza. So hear me all, listen good. Your effort will be worth the cold. If you're brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold, because it's his blood that's warm. The warm water's halt. That's your birth and all that, and then you're still pumping your blood, and when his blood stops pumping, then you be rewarded, because if you're brave and in the wood, that's the wood is art. And you're brave if you're an abstract artist. If you can see shapes in rocks, you'd be an abstract artist. So, and wood is wood frame. Wood frames around George Washington. A wood frame around Gaspar, Fetchins. They all had wood frames around them. Art is in the wood. You go in that gallery, and you don't see many pictures in a gallery that don't have a frame on them. They don't have a frame on them. It means the artist can't afford to put a frame on it for you. Galleries should have frames so that the artist can put it in their frame. The artist puts their art in there on a consignment basis, and so should the frame be. Because I got art, I got plenty of art. I don't have frames. Who wants to go in the art business? Who wants to make the frames for my art? We can get in the art business. You make the part for the frame, and I make the part for the art. So yeah, I didn't look at it that will is hidden his will is hidden. It's secret. That's locked up in a lawyer's vault until he passes away, and then it's read, and then in the last stanza he brings his will out again. Forrest is sitting back there. Somebody tell that guy to shut up. No paddle, verb. Yeah, no paddle of it. The creek has 20 waterfalls in it. You take the freaking highway. Yeah, and one of those this next spring runoff, I got to get down. I tried to fly my drone over it, but the drone and the camera kept turning off, and it was I can't stand my drone. If somebody wants to send me a DJI Mavic Pro, my address is P.O. Box 291, Del Norte, DEL space NORTE, Colorado 81132. 100% on everything. Yeah, I have confirmation overload. No bias at all. Zero bias. No, when you find all the pieces to the puzzle and it fits, and the only piece left is the treasure, and that you have to wait for the cold. You know, that's the other thing about the cold, because the blaze, Moses, the shadows are only that way where you can see Moses. It's only that way at winter solstice. And so if you're going to find the blaze, you have to look for it between December 20th and 23rd. It might go a couple more days either side of that, but that's when you got to look at. And it's cold and snowing about that. It starts when it starts, getting cold, really cold and snowing about that time. But I went searching on Christmas anyhow, right in that area. What's your email? Treasure getter. Somebody's going to send me a picture of them and their teddy? What? Well, it's a Wabi Eagle. WABI Eagle at Gmail. But that's because my one ancestor, Major Robert Rogers, he was known as Wabi Matahondo, the White Devil, because he went and got revenge. See, the French Allied Indians had come down into New England and New Hampshire and Vermont and kidnapped English colonists and taken them back to their village up in Canada, and either made them slaves, killed them, or made them part of the tribe as a slave, and so Rogers went up there and rescued them. I'm not what? No E in Wabi, no E, just WABI. Just that was my my dog's name that I had. I had a white wolf, and he was known as Wabi Lobo, because Wabi means white, or like there's Cabo Wabo, that means white too, Wabo. But in the east it's Wabi. The Western Indians was Wabo, the Eastern were Wabi, and so it's like the natives in Michigan couldn't pronounce hooligan, and they pronounced it Oregon, and so that's how the name of the state of Oregon came from, because my Robert Rogers had wrote it down as Oregon, Ourigan, and so there was the Oregon River that the Snake River was the Oregon River. So they changed the name of the Oregon River to the Snake River. And that's Robert Rogers gave them the route to take. They were taking the Oregon River, but somebody changed it to Snake. Hey, Jason. Yeah, you hear my generator running. I guess my computer is charged. I don't need it running, but the computer would go dead in an hour if not. He's got something up his sleeve. and this is what tells you what the book's about. This is what the book is about. It lead to a breathtaking discovery. And don't you think the discovery of Atlantis would be breathtaking discovery? You know, that's what this is. This is ancient Atlantis. This is the Garden of Eden up here. You know, where Brown lives. That's where the Garden of Eden was. That's where Adam and Eve were created, and for the amount of sculpting and landscape architecture they did. He was an architect. Think of landscape architects. Think of the architect of the universe. Think of you know. there are many ways to the treasure. And Thoth was the god of wisdom. If you've been wise. I'm putting on my I had these boot ones, these boot slippers, because you know the floor gets cold in an RV. I need to get a big roll of Visqueen and wrap it around the bottom of the RV and keep the cold air out from underneath. Yeah, these keep my feet warm, but the bottoms are crappy. I made where is it? I made some other pads to put on the bottom. I'm gonna glue them and sew them on. Put rubber cement on it and then put 1 foot on each of them. And then I sewed around the edges. I got these, same as my dash material. Here's one. This stuff, I'm gonna see. I already got it cut out to fit the sole of my slippers. So I'm gonna put glue on there, and then put the slippers on and step on it, and then roll the edges up and sew them on. Because the things only last like 3 months, and they wore a hole in the bottom just walking around inside. So, you know, they'd last for years if they had a good sole on them. The Chinese can't make anything with sole anymore. A word that's key to guru, omnificent guru. Leo Salazar showed Forrest Fenn where Moses received the 10 Commandments. At the blaze, at the burning bush. Oh, we're missing Thoth, huh? We got Lord Thoth still. There. Oh, we turn him this way? Yeah. He's standing on top of my teacup, coffee mug. He's the key too. There. You read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. That'll tell you where to find the treasure. He talks all about it. The halls of Amente and the underworld and Oh, Forrest said it's not in a mine or a tunnel. He didn't. Somebody needs. We need to do some investigation. Did he say it's not in a cave, or did he just say it's not in a mine or a tunnel? So see, I'm still up there. I'm looking around, looking for this cave entrance, and somewhere I'm gonna maybe find the cave entrance. The best way to find a cave entrance in winter is on a really cold day when there's been a high pressure system over your area. You want to be out there looking, and when the low pressure system comes in, then that high pressure air inside the cave, it'll be all nice and warm in there. And it'll start shooting out into the cold air and make it look, steamy area. Be making clouds coming out of the mountain there. That's how you find a cave entrance in winter. Is from the steam coming out of it when a low pressure system moves in. There's one I've seen near Georgetown on I-70. You're going down the road and there's just a hole in the side of the hill with steam coming out of it, and you know that's a good size cave there. So, what have we got? Those lights. What other lights? Let's see how this is. Boom. Another light here. Try this light. There. Junk there. Oh, that's my star chart there. To see what stars are up. I know Betelgeuse is up there, but I think it's probably pretty cloudy right now. My forecast is for snow the next 3 days. Don't come out to go search in the snow. You're wasting your fuel if you go search. Winter is not the time to go search. If you're in Florida and thinking about coming to Colorado to search in winter, forget it. Randy Billiou would endorse that statement. Forget it. Stay away. And the other thing, especially in winter, you got to be a real dumbass to play with water and rafts in January. How about from Iowa? We can do it. From Iowa. Yeah. You see, where I'm at, I'm close enough that I know what the conditions are before I go there. Like where I went taking pictures yesterday, it was just stuff along a road. How's it going? Hey, Rob. Jason. Where's Nevin? And who has coin 331? I promised I'd never give mine away. I have 785. So, but I promised I'd never give it away. But I think I could trade it for a different number because I want it with my birthday on there. Yeah. Those are my my birth date is like this guy's number. His number is 31. And my birthday adds up to 3 31s. 31, 31, 31. So heck nowhere. Treasure. I don't know if I want to see treasure getter in a teddy. Oh, think Scott Conway with you. Dig the shit out of it for you. Well, the area I'm looking, I'm pretty sure it's a whole lot of rock. If you started a dig, you would hit a rock very quickly. uh, uh, yeah, because it's like this, and not much dirt sticks when it's like that. you know, well, everything gets all the dirt gets washed off, and it's mostly rock. So it's be kind of hard to bury it there unless you covered it with rocks. And I like the thing about Joe, the baseball player, the Dizzy Dean thing, and 10 feet up. Look, I got to look up my for the figure with his arm out. There's so many of them. Oh, that's Moses has his arms out too, but he's a lot more than 10 feet up. uh, he's more like 150 feet up, and then it's another 150 feet to the top. He's halfway up, just like his F-100 when he ejected, and the F-100 crashed halfway up the side of the cliff. That's where Moses is. It's a pretty amazing looking bear. I wonder if it was the ancient Indians did that, or it's natural. Take a look at. Oh, okay, that kind of. All right. My grandfather went by Teddy, and like Toby, and earlier somebody's come in lately. The Toby was talking about Timothy Bottoms, and when I was in high school, I worked for a guy named Jim Bottoms, and he had a Tri-City Appliance Company in Fremont, and so I drove the truck, moved washers and dryers and picked up the dog shit at his daughter's house, and hauled stuff to the dump for him, and did helped him out with some of the appliance. I wasn't a Maytag man like him though, but at that time I was just like 15, 16 in high school. But I worked for Timothy Bottom's father. So, anything else? What do they want to know? What do they want to know? They don't want to know anything. Now color it. You go ahead and post it if you want. Okay. Well, I just got to find it. I don't know where it is. Oh, emailed it maybe, huh? Is that what you did? I got to look at my email. Oh, there, teddy bear. There we go. We want to see the teddy bear? I'm kidding. I see the teddy bear. I see the teddy bear. We'll show you. There's his teddy bear. And who are they? What's this below it? Oh, look at these guys underneath here. Yeah. See the guy with his arm out there holding up the tablet? No, I know. No, people think, oh, you manipulate. No, you don't. We don't manipulate them. These are just pictures. You got stuff like, these people, there have millions and millions of these people around around the Ice Age to have done all this landscape architecture, Sometimes you see stuff like better or farther away, but there's your teddy bear. And see the nose on this guy? There's his mouth. There's an eye, There's somebody in his mouth, too. Yeah, whatever. There's somebody back there in the bush. You look at that. Look at them. That's a leaf making that pattern. But this is all. It's all sculpted. There's a face in there, and that. See her lips. See the eyes, and her mouth is open with red lipstick. Teddy bear laying on her. Yeah, that's cool. Treasure gift. I had to drink my tea. I had Lord Anubis sitting on my tea. Thoth. Lord Thoth. We'll put him right there. I've got instead of a green screen, I got a red screen, because it doesn't matter. You can have whatever color you want. But when I put a green screen behind me, it turns my white hair green. And I'd rather if my hair turned red and maybe I look like a blaze, I was going to put something behind Thoth so he shows up better. A piece of paper that I've scrapped, torn chunks off for notes. Shopping list. That's my calipers. A lot of things, yeah. I like to design things and stuff, and we got to measure what I got. It's like I got a design for. Well, when they designed my car, they really screwed up. Anybody else got dogs? And the cigarette lighter adapter is in the console between the seats. And the dog comes and wants to keep putting his foot on it all the time and breaking the wire so you can't charge your phone. So your charger's always getting broken. And yeah. Go to Vegas. No, I'm not going to Vegas. That's a big face right now. Do you think that's natural? Do you think? No, that's purposely done, Treasure Getter. The Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble did that. They worked down at the quarry. The stone. Why do you think they call it the Stone Age? They carve stones. Yeah, that's not natural. Because you can see the guys, that row of people in the middle of in the mouth of the big head, that's how they did it. And people, what they call pareidolia, that's what these ancient people, they had the pareidolia, except they went and turned it, made it exactly what they were seeing, made it more perfected, turned it into what they imagined. And so that's why Treasure Getter and me are seeing these things. Tell Jack to sit it back. What I gotta do is, it's a little round thing that goes into the cigarette lighter, the jack, and then the wires, they stick in the top and they're sticking out, and that's what the problem is. He steps on it with his feet. So what I'm gonna do is find out what size of PVC that thing fits into, and cut the piece of PVC longer than the thing, and the wire so the wire can come out and not be where he gets his paw on it and all that, and then cut a slot down the one side, and you just put it over the top of it, and it'll protect the whole thing, just with a piece of PVC with a slot cut inside. Too far means you went too too far. Not far. Too far is it? It's because it's a 4.5 mile walk. Yeah, I found a whole bunch of stuff. What else I got? That's not. Yeah, it's. I'm working on a book, but to, it's like which pictures do I include? I got to include the very best ones. And oh, um, sort. Modified there. Let's see. Oh, where's that one? There. I'll show you this one. Yeah. Turn it around. Here it comes. See here? The guy holding his. See the arm coming, the head, the arm coming down. He's holding somebody else's head. Is right in there. And I have to use that. This guy in here. See the elephant? See the tusk sticking out? Doesn't that look like an elephant? His head there. The elephant, the trunk curled up here. See the end of the nostrils? No, this is end of a hill. See the sky? Putin. Put in. Putin. Putin. Oh. So it's over. And you see, that's where the figure is that I was showing earlier. See, he's laying there with the legs coming down. And the head bent there. There's a big face. I'm gonna do like well, I hate trying to. And there's those faces. It's just too many of them. Let's see what way we go. This way. Oh, zoom out. Eep. Let's put this on my little. I got a little thing here. I'll set it up. I hate these phones because you just touch the edge of it and it goes off to something else. There. Zoom out. There, that much. Like that. See, because now I can do this. You see this face here? Look at that eye, the ear, the nose, and then the figure on top. See, now I brighten this up so because this was really dark, but look, you see they're all over up there. There's a couple guys right in there. There's the heads. There's some art in here. You see they're really faint because see where I took the picture from? Okay, now if I want to get closer pictures of that, somebody said, well, that's really blurry. Okay, I haven't had time to hike up there. And that's on private property right there. It really sucks because I want to get up there. I got to ask the guy about it. Um, Here, see this guy's face. There's a nose, eye. There's a woman next to him. Eye, nose. But there's several other. There's a guy here with his arm up in this guy's face, too. See this guy. And the person over here. You see the eyes, mouth, nose. We'll zoom in a little more on that one. Kind of got a rat nose, huh? But this is kind of beat up right in here. That's over on the edge of the picture. And you see the guy up in here. People up, yeah, looking down. There's another one. His eyes. Well, that's weird, huh? Oh, wow. And he's just standing there. There's this guy. See his mouth? An eye. There's an eye. Here's his nose. Oh, what's going on here? Look at this guy. Yeah. Oh, he's ugly. Okay, next picture. That's the same one. There's a figure here laying over here. See, there's the head. Here's the shoulder, other shoulder, the waist, and the legs coming down. This is like where I found the one elephant head thing. See the guy standing in here? See his head? And there's someone else, you know? It's very strange stuff. Oh, this one's cool. You see. Oh, up. Ooh, up. My little tripod sitting on those are my grandkids. My computer went zipping along. I usually don't show my grandkids. Okay, I go back to where I was. Got to go back to the file. That's from the Stations of the Cross in San Luis. Pictures I took there with my Nikon. But this is where I was taking pictures yesterday. There'll be things in here. Here's a weird look. See, there's people in his mouth. Where the ear was, way back there. All this dark area is like painted on. They got like different colors of stucco. Oh, I can't move the camera over. I gotta get more tea. There, look at whole pitcher while I pour another. A chunk of ginger went in my tea. Yeah, try slicing off a few slices of some ginger when you boil your tea, man. It's good stuff. What are you, alligators eating them? I want to paint chip DNA. Off the rocks? You want to DNA test the rocks? Okay, I guess that's as zoomed out as my little tripod thing goes. See, this is cool here. See, there's figures in here. See these are the bananas. You see the elephant over here on this head? See the eye, the trunk coming down here? That's the eye of an elephant head. I guess I can twist the camera here a little bit. Just move it where the little tripod thing doesn't hit. But see, this is an elephant head. That's a mammoth head there. And there's something on top on his head. You know, usually there's somebody riding on top of, right behind their head. Somebody riding on them. See, there's these figures in here. And this guy, he's interesting. Look at this. That way. Is he pointing the way? Or is that Dizzy Dean? Oh, you know what? That's probably the cowboy punching him in the nose. Yeah. 3 to go. Can you see all that's going on there? There's another. See, because there's this guy up here. But that's kind of a man. Isn't that a freaky looking face there? I love it. Oh. This is kind of elephant looking, mammoth looking there. But see this guy here. Hey, look at him. Oh, see? It's a man, and this is his mammoth here in front of him. The mammoth is looking to the right, and the man's looking to the left. That's cool. And this must be his spear coming up behind, but look, see this face behind him? There's eye and eye. It's weird. And look at this big guy with the beard here. See, here's his tongue, his eye, and here's his big beard. There's too much in there. Is that one of the frogs? Skulls in there. That looks like somebody's arm coming down here. Oh, we go up here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy in here. He must be important. He must be a king because he's up at the top. See, he's on the top. What's on top of his head? See, there's a rock on top of his head up there. But, who is this guy? See his nose? There's his eye. Here's his chin. 5. We'll format this so we can play games. It'd be neat to turn it into a 3D video game and go explore it. Look at this stuff here. Look at him. Wow. Can you see them? The Art of Atlantis. They why do you think Forrest Fenn has Picasso? Why does he bring up Picasso? Because of the abstract. Picasso's an abstract artist. Wow. I got to bring more color out on that one, don't I? I haven't put it. I haven't. See, this is a raw picture. I haven't turned the saturation up on it yet. Look at them. It's plain clear. There's a smile, an eye, and there's probably a girl next to him here. Let's go down here. What's down here? That's pretty bizarre. $10 billion. Yeah, I'm almost at 10 billion blazes. Bananas and blazes. Are they brown bananas? That's the same rock, but it's got more of the stuff next to it and all that. But what you'll find is even down here, you see there's a face there. This is a big, so rocks that are in flat areas are also laid out. See, this looks like a couple of legs. And the rest of the body's bent over or up here. There's the face. Maybe that's the mouth and there's the eyes. Ew. Okay. So, yeah, this is where I was yesterday. See, this is the peak. This is the top of the pyramid. And I got to get closer to get more detail of what's in there, because it's so far away. In summer, snow might cover up some of this stuff. So, see the faces? There's a face there, face there. Oh, they're everywhere. There's an elephant. That's a mammoth. Look at him. He's got a big ass nose. You haven't zoomed in too much, huh? Look at these down here. Next picture. Is that the same zone? I don't know. Look at this. See? This is like standing ollie. Look at all the people standing along here. See? Look at her. Okay, zoom out. Next picture, next picture. Zoom forward a little bit there. Yeah, some stuff is harder to see than others, but you know, this is like that's eye, and nose, mouth. There's somebody. Sometimes there's figures laying across. See this eye, the other eye is covered with lichens and I think they were able to like plant the lichens in the rock or something. I don't know. There was. See that mountain there? It is like 60 miles away. Yeah. These mountains in the background up here, there's 60 miles away. There's probably stuff up there too. Yeah, look at this guy climbing in there. Doesn't that look like somebody's arm there and they're sitting in there? I don't know. I think we went through this picture already. Yeah, see right there. A whole group of them. Find them all clustered together there. Laying around. Looks like a bunch of bodies laying all over the mountain. Oh yeah, this is cool too. Yeah, yeah, see here, see this like eye. It's a black head here, and there's a light head here, but part of his chin is flaked off. This looks like it's broke off. So this way it's 14,000 years old. There's going to be damage, and there's a frog right there. Right here, look at the guy in there. Eye, mouth, nose. But this is the one this is up. See, this is a head here. It's laying down. The head to the left. And there's a bunch of faces and heads in here. And is that a leprechaun? That guy right there? I think the Simpsons name is through the lake next to Bob Ross Lake. No Home for Brown, etc. I found a House of Brown song. I posted it on No Place for the Meek group. This one's a trip here because and there's this head right here. See, this is a head, eye, nose, mouth. What's this coming around the head? I don't know. That's the one where you see the legs. The guy sitting here. There's another one. Let's see. The mouth, the eye, nose. What's this opening here? Something in there. Look at that. There's an opening there. 'Cause I'm looking for the openings into the mountain, you know? Yeah, you see this face here? This is the head. Dark hair. Nose, eye, mouth. Somebody else right over him. Some figures here. There's another one here. Face. And you can see this one's just laying here. There's the body, you know. Head. Here's the arms, the body. Nothing but the poem. Nothing but the poem. The poem leads. See, these are pyramids. These are the pyramids. This mountain and this mountain at winter solstice line up with the setting sun. And then this mountain is in line with it too. This is all one continuous winter solstice line thing. That's why, you know, I want to climb up here. I can get there from the BLM side, but this other side is private property on the left side, but this is all BLM on the right side. And I've already explored these back here, and some of these down here are in my canyon where the Mammoth Parade is down in this canyon here. And this is all amazing stuff. You can see the white figure standing here. And there's another figure here with a head, you know. It goes on a long ways. It's a huge area. And so where do you go look, you know? And what I zoomed into there is like 2 miles from where I took the picture, you know? But you see these formations are all around. Look at this. You see them? You see the face here looking up, and this face, you know? You can't, not everybody can be blind, you know? You got to recognize the signs, man. You got to be the omnificent guru. The omnificent guru is successful. And I've become the omnificent guru. Look at this. This is all crowd of people all standing along there. All... It's just an amazing area. This is where I want to go explore and do some more exploring. And this is one of my favorite areas to explore because it's on the public land. And where I would camp is right at the bottom of this slope over to the right of that, about a mile to the right of that. And look at this. You know, when you see the movie Lord of the Rings and they got the big fire on top of the hill, signals fires. You know, you imagine these places as places where they would send the teepee smoke from. Yeah, I've got my old, I got three 4G phones. I use one of them. Yeah, that's cool there. So, that's an awesome spot. I'm gonna be up there, and I'll do a 360 camera picture from the top of that. Such north face, you don't have nothing, Nick. No station. Um, well, I'm in the correct area. See, this is the pyramids. That's a pyramid. That's a pyramid. Um, how come I'm not out of these pictures? Oh, I'm heading into the out of the range of the new ones I took. Kind of using the phone screen to know where I'm at on the. See, there's somebody sitting here. There's his head, and he's in a chair. There's his knee, and there's a woman in front of him. This is like the scene with Enki up in the mountain. Look at his face back here. His face on here. That's a head. That's the ears like here. Here's the nose and the eye and the chin. Looks like my little brother. This guy, look at him, eyes, nose, mouth. Wow. Look at that. See? Here's the chief. There's an eye. There's his nose. Here's his princess, bride, or whatever. There's another guy down here. So you see this face here? Guy laying back here. There's a little fox head. Look at him. Look at them. See, there's a woman and a man. Maybe an elephant in the middle. Oh, let's see this face here. Eye, nose, mouth, ear. This other. See, there's the heads in there. These guys. Jay. Oh no! Ah! Stand up. There. Yeah, let's see this couple here. You see this guy's body and then his head here. Where's my reflection coming from? There. I got a lot of room to go across this picture because I'm zoomed in We're looking at stuff far away. Oh, look at that. There's a hole through there. Or no, that's snow. Look at the guy up here. We zoomed way in. That's an interesting wall. Zoom through some. Look at this, is that, and that. These two, are they lovers or what? Look at it. See, there's somebody's legs right there. And so they must be under, I don't know where their head is. Maybe that's her legs. Yeah, see, there's her. And there's somebody else next to her laying here. There he is. There's his head. This is some. It's got. See, there's somebody standing in there. Oh, that's some. Look at this face, and then there's another face right here in front of him. I should let everybody know ahead of my before I do this when to eat their mushrooms. You know. Yeah. Rough. Yeah, it's a rough one. Some of them are harder than others. These faces here. Spooky tunes. Yeah, the thing is, you can't find this driving down the highway. You got to be on the right forest road. Some of these I can't. They're hard to see. See, like this is a big head. There's a profile, nose, a forehead. There's my peak again. It looks like somebody's head sticking out of there. I just gotta get closer. I'm too far away on that one. Look at this. See, here's a head, and its elbow arm is wrapped around this other person's head right here who's laying in this guy's lap. Or maybe that's an elephant with his. This might be the mammoth with his trunk wrapped around. But mammoth head, I mean, without the nose, a mammoth head looks almost human. So that's why a lot. If you see one eye, it's usually a mammoth. But this rock here is holding this rock. Yeah. What is that hickory? Was that hickory? Oh, I don't know if there was hickory there. There's a lot of juniper there. Like, see, this looks like there's something dark painted on here, and it's some of this is like lichens have grown over and make it hard to. Okay, well, I didn't see anything in that before. Anyhow, um, you can see a lot of the left, the angles, and somebody up here. See, there's somebody in like a gown and her dress. And there's this guy's face in there. There's the assassin. There's somebody laying here. See, there's a head. There's couple people laying there. And this guy's bent over. See, there's their feet, their legs. This person that's laying here, their legs are hanging over the side. There's stuff painted on there. See his face painted on there, or is that Batman? That's Batman. See his wings? No. I'm completely sane. Yeah. Look at this guy in the dark here. See him? Predator. He's upside down. His body's going up the hill. Okay, next picture. So some are better than others. Not all of them have things in them. Oh no, they saw the power lines. I don't know if this has anything in it that I can make out. Yeah, that's interesting. Looks like there's some art inside there. There is. Look at him. You see, boy, he looks cool. That's the nose, eye. There's his mouth. His hair is coming back this way. When you find these places that are underneath the rock, protected from the weather, you'll find the better art underneath the rocks. So he said, turn over a rock, you don't know what you'll find. But you can see how this is all sculpted. They chunked that out, and there's somebody sitting in here. I mean, did they have project managers and all when they did all this stuff? Monica. Monica. What about Monica? Through them. Look at him. See his teeth and nose and eyes. Look at him. Huh. 12. Steve's the first name, and I know the last. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Paleo man or woman were the first artists. Yeah, these were the paleos. This, it's probably 40, 50,000 years old. Oh, come on, thing. I have trouble with this little tripod. Because, now I can... don't want to stand up at an angle like I want it. It don't. It wants to go flat. I'm trying to prop the one leg up on a rock, and it wants to slide off. There, so that I can right to the screen. And that's no good, huh? Look at that. What's that cause from? Oh, that's the plant doing that. Watch, if we go another pic. No, it's not the plant. Damn phone. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is a triangle. There they are sitting down there, husband and wife. You know, if you figure out what everything is, like here's some legs and a torso and a head. This is a head, I think, but there's probably other heads on his head, and there's somebody in here. You know, erosion took their face away. There's a guy up here. You see, he's laying there. Okay. Oh, that would have had something, huh? That was, see, there's this guy, that's his face. See, there's the eyes and the nose and the mouth. There's another face right here, huh? There's eyes. But see, there's somebody in there. Another whole person right there in his eye. Here's a profile face. Here. I've been to the map since third grade, but yeah, when I was in sixth grade, we studied South America and stuff, and I made maps of South America that were, just copies of what South America really looks like. I was always impressed with my map making. See the head and the arms folded here? Face. These are a bunch of faces going across here, too. A whole bunch of them. See, there's people down here. This looks like 3 women, maybe. There's somebody's back. We've been down there. What's on the top? See, this is a mammoth head and the trunk coming down. See the little guy up here? And see, these are all stacked here. These are stacked rocks. You see, because that rock there is white. And these rocks are red. So, they're mixed rocks. It's not one for, it's mixed type of rock. And some of it's covered with stucco, some isn't. Who's she? See? There. See, these are faces. There's some figures carved in this, or painted on it. So he got a rock in his mouth. But that's a special rock. How did he get that rock out of there? That might be one of their tools or something that he stuck in there. There's some holes in there. There might be a crack going back in the mountain right there. Oh, that's a dangerous place. Yeah. But I know exactly where that is. There's a couple of elephant heads and a human head. See the mammoth here? See the elephant? Trunk coming down right there. The other things up here. You see? Hey, look at her. Oh, is that Susie? Look, she's got a baby here. She's got a baby holding the baby. See the baby sitting here, then the mother, whatever. And this must be the father, this guy. See the two eyes and the mouth. I don't know, you know? And this is the mammoth behind him. It's a family. Back then, a family included see, there's two elephants. There's another elephant here. Oh, she's got her arms wrapped around the elephant trunk curled here. This is the elephant trunk curling. And she's hugging they're hugging the mammoth. The whole family's hugging this mammoth. This mammoth here, and there's another mammoth behind him. But they're all together. See, look at his face in here. Ooh, look at him. See the eyes, eye. His nose and the mouth is down here. You see him? That'll make some great art. What's down in here? See, there's things in here too. Oh yeah, and you see this is a head with a shoulder. This is somebody standing here too. The whole thing is, you know. So there it's made up of, you know, those other figures are inside it. And this white is almost like a cat face and a mouth. Huh. It's like a lion. Too. Oh. Okay. Now that's pretty weird, you know? And it looks like somebody's standing back, or a couple standing back there. Oh yeah, I've got 40,000 bananas. You got a long way to catch up. And you see here, look at this. See in the dark. You see him? See, they're in the light, and this is in the dark, and there's about light and dark in their days. Look at this elephant walking here. See the trunk? The green elephant standing here? Legs, head, trunk. And that guy's standing back here still. See? He's back there. There's more stuff over here. Who's the guy sitting in here? See, there's his arm, his butt. He's crammed in that hole there. Wow. Um, yeah, I couldn't figure out what this is, but I kind of see it on the phone. I don't see it on the computer. Yeah, there's a couple. There's figures in there. There's, same thing. Mountain. We're getting to the beginning of. Okay. We'll switch back to boring old me. Looks like an uncomfortable chair. Which chair? The chair I'm in's uncomfortable. I need to, because this is like the dinette of my RV, and the seat's hard, but it's got a big drawer underneath it. But I want to take it out, and I'll put a bunch of drawers in the back and just put a regular chair up in here. Keep the table here. I might move it over to. I've never have anybody over for dinner, so I don't use the other side of my table. Nobody ever wants to come see me. And really, if anybody wants to come camp by here, I got 5 acres here, so I got room for guests. If anybody wants to have a powwow, just say you're coming. Lost a couple there by switching off they like that weird stuff because they went away when I switched to me. Looks like an uncomfortable chair. Can it be seen? What be seen? Moses won't make another appearance until next winter solstice. But I still know where Moses is. It's just the light won't hit Moses correctly for you to see him in high definition. It's like the picture I have with his red robe. He's got a flaming robe. I swing by on my way to Vegas on lunch. Yeah. Is that Nevin? Treasure getter. Is that you, Nevin? No, I think I've seen Nevin in here with his name. My tea's going cold. This is my special brew of tea I make. It's cinnamon ginger tea. Cinnamon ginger mint. Yeah. Cinnamon ginger mint. And because I use this cinnamon stick tea, and I use plantation mint and green tea, and then I put slices of ginger into the teapot, and because it helps the cough. You haven't heard me coughing, ginger helps a lot. Big fat steaks prime. Yeah. You can have that. I got 5 acres. If anybody has I need shipping containers and shit like that here. I'd like to have what if it 10? No, 10 wouldn't be enough. 10 would be 10 would be enough. 10 shipping containers. Because I want to build a tower. I would do 2 like this, and then 2 like that, and then 2 like this, and 2 like that, and 4 on the top. Three levels, and the top level would be solid all the way across. But there'd be a square hole down the middle of it because you stacking them like you would build a fire, you know. And when I make a fire that I got to light with one match, I make a fire that takes off. That was a Boy Scout. No, tea with Olga. Oh, yeah, I have cinnamon ginger mint tea. Olga has never knocked on my door. I seen her up there, but she hasn't. Olga hasn't made an appearance. um, it, I got a whole bunch that when I took pictures yesterday, it filled up the each folder on the Nikon is 1,000 pictures, and so the numbers start over again. It creates a new folder and starts over again with picture one, and goes up to 999, and then it makes another folder. But let's see, I had pumpkin fetching on at the beginning of the folder, and I just finished that 1,000 pictures. So October, November, December, part of January it took to take 1,000 pictures, and then I just took how many I get the other day? Yesterday, let's see, uh, 295 on that roll, and I probably took 100. I probably took 500 pictures yesterday, but um, I had to. I hadn't taken a lot of pictures late because my old 70 to 300 millimeter lens crapped out on me, and so I had to wait. Now I just got a new one, and I decided at the beginning of the month to buy a new generator, and then I had two flat tires, and I bought a set of tires, and so yeah, I'm like treading water the rest of the month. um, I got me enough groceries and propane for the next week, and gas for the generator. The generator was full of gas, and I just filled up the 5 gallon can, and a gallon and a half in the generator will last 2 or 3 days. Running it, in the evening, on and off. Usually I run it until the computer charges up. Once the computer charges up, I turn the generator off, and then when the batteries get low, the computer stops charging, and then when the computer gets back down again, I'll go start the generator back up, so that I use half the gas as I would otherwise. Got to conserve it. I can't just run the generator full time for electricity. Usually, sometimes I get wind, but in my electricity, I use a 150 watt inverter, and so I can run everything I use. I run on that 150 watt inverter, but I've got to hook up some more cords so I can run some other power things while because that generator will do 1,400 watts, so I could probably run my microwave with it. Whereabouts in Blanca, near 13 miles east of Alamosa. Oh yeah, there's some power line over by the railroad track 2 blocks away. But hey Richard, cheap windmills. Yeah, I've got 2 of them. I got one up there working, and the other one's a spare in case that one breaks. Because I had one that broke a propeller, but I bought replacement. I bought another wind generator and I bought replacement. So I've got two of them. Um, I think the one I'm going to set up. I think I still have my stationary thing for my bicycle, and I'm going to take that other wind generator thing, and I'm going to put the wheel for the that the bicycle wheel would run on, and hook that on the wind generator, and I can sit here and pedal some power. Palm Springs. It's Palm Springs. Yeah, it's 55 in here, and I gotta start my heater, and I gotta go to the bathroom, and everything else. So, and I'm at an hour and 50, so that's enough. But yeah, somebody when you're on Toby show said Bill Gorman worked for Timothy Bottom's father. Yeah, Toby was mentioning people that I actually worked for the guy's father. Should be one on every house. Yeah. Um, Actually, once I get an official legal home here with a street address, then I'm unlimited. I can do a lot more with it, but that's just like I got to find the treasure to do anything. And if I find the treasure, I'm going to put my house up there in the mountains, in the trees, um, right there, a couple blocks from Moses. I think there's some lots available. I'll be right up there, right next. I'll have to be right next to it, or I'll buy the land near where the Mammoth Parade is, where these pictures I've shown you are. There's some land in that little canyon there where all the and that's I think where I'm going to find the entrance to the tunnel where there's supposed to be gold bars on primitive gold bars on shelves, and you got to go into this cave and way back in the cave. Yeah. Well, thanks. Have a good night. It's already Happy New Year's. We already did that. So we got Valentine's Day coming. I ain't got one, so it ain't gonna be a big deal here. Talk to you later.